We're going to break down this scene from Anime War Episode 9. We're going to work on it a little bit, and I'm going to answer some of your questions. That's coming up right after this message from our sponsor, Displate. Displate just sent me a huge package. Let's take a look inside. All right. Wow, take a look at that. They sent me 5 huge Displates. Jeez, man, this probably weighs 40 pounds or something. Haha, this is so dope. I love this. I grew up on NES, so One Punch Man Displate is so cool. Oh my god, look at this. Berserk is my favorite manga of all time. I saw this, I was like instantly putting it in my cart. Ooh. Another awesome design. Having something like this on the studio walls is great. And like feel like this stuff it's metal. It's really interesting. So they come with magnetic pads that you put on the wall, so they're really easy to hang up. Super sturdy. I love this. No wrinkles, no creases or anything. The instant I saw this thing, I fell in love with it. These metal posters designed by online artists are incredibly high quality, and it's so easy to set up. You just peel off the sticker on the back and plug it to the wall. You can even upload your own artwork and earn commissions on sales. Also, it's a great company. They follow green initiatives and plant 10 trees for every Displate bought. Click the link in the description and use code MASTAR15 to save 15% off your Displate purchases. This scene was actually done by Merimo and NNameNick. So NNameNick sketched it out, and then Merimo started cleaning it up, and then his computer died and he lost it. So it's such a gorgeous like Sakuga scene that I really wanted it for Anime War Episode 9. So I'm pretty much just redoing it. I figured it'd be cool for you guys to kind of see how the process is getting done. So as far as how much of Episode 9 is done, I'd say it's about 70% done. This is basically like the last part. I have like the whole middle is done, and right now I'm pretty much working on the last part, like the ending. I have to do a little bit in the beginning as well. So like right after the trailer that I released for Episode 9, I have to do some stuff there. I kind of just skipped over it because Funimation is doing some Sakuga for like the beginning part of the episode with Trunks and Natsu versus Sebas. Sakuga just takes so much time, dude, because it's like everything's on like 1s and 2s and 3s, and it's just so many frames. It's really insane how much work it is, but the end product is going to be ridiculous. I figured this will probably take me about 3 or 4 days just to clean this up and redo it. It is 10 seconds long, so it'll probably take me about 3 or 4 days to do this 10 seconds. And I worked on this like half the day yesterday, just doing these scenes, because like this is like 3 gradients of shading, and there's these micro movements of Zurama's face moving and everything. Some impact frames here, and then some more effects. He comes out, and then there's just tons of like little movements. And these are all, with the exception of the head here, these are all redraws. All these effects, you're going to have to redo it every single frame. This is all Merimo, by the way. Merimo, if you don't know his channel, you're under a rock. He's amazing. It's super unfortunate that he lost the file. His PC died, and I don't blame him for not wanting to redo all this again, because I think he worked on it for a few weeks. I think we'll be done with Anime War Episode 9 probably like maybe early to mid-February, I'm thinking. But I mean, I've been working on it like every day for months. I'm actually going to split it in 2 parts, and then I'm going to release it on a Friday and a Saturday. Episode 9 on Friday and episode 10 on Saturday. And I think the reason I want to do that is like more videos is just better for the channel, because you know, if you're dumping in months of work into one video, like if YouTube just screws the video over, it's really bad for you. It helps with things like watch time and the algorithm. It's just all around better to do more videos than like one single super long video. It'll just be much better for the channel. Yeah, I get comments from people that are like, just make it 50 minutes long. Just make the animation 50 minutes long. It's like, that's hard for like a huge company to do, let alone like one guy with a small team of people helping him out. I just released for my gold and diamond patrons, I released a 9-minute clip for them. They absolutely loved it. And they're like, I'm really glad you're the comments were pretty much that I'm taking a lot of time, and it shows that I'm really taking my time with this one. So I posted on the community tab that Akumo Part 2 is coming out Friday. So Lilo is the animator on that. I storyboarded it. This is the storyboard, and then I've been working closely with him on all the scenes. So spoilers, by the way. So yeah, it's coming out Friday. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be different. I know you guys are like really used to 2D on my channel, but this year I actually do want to start getting more into 3D. Just because that'll help me produce more videos. Like 2D is awesome. Obviously 3D doesn't have the magic of 2D, but the speed at which you can produce 3D animation is so much faster than 2D. And especially for YouTube and for Demon Rush, actually, I need to use CG in Demon Rush. It'll just be impossible to make the whole thing in 2D, but 3D will actually make it feasible. I don't think I want the entire thing to be in 3D, but the landscapes I'm going to do in Blender, and the demons definitely, at least the underling demons and stuff, need to be CG because they're just too complicated to redraw over and over and over again. Richard Melly asked, have I seen Baki? Yeah, I just started watching it on Netflix. It's cool. It's definitely interesting. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched a few episodes. I like how gory it is and stuff, but I don't know. I couldn't get like super into it for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I need to give it more of a chance. The reason I skipped episode 8 of Anime War is because I want to eventually be able to come back to it. I don't think people really grasp that concept because they're like, just call episode 9 episode 8. And if I do that, then I can never really go back to the part with Sasuke versus Aizen and all that. So just by skipping an episode, like the reason I skipped the episode is so that like I can come back to it one day. People don't understand, I guess didn't get that from my video explaining it. I mean, I could still just call it episode 8, but I feel like then everybody's going to be furious that they didn't get to see all those mini fights that they were really excited for. You know, it takes months to produce a really long animation. Months of just doing this over and over and over again, thousands and thousands of times. I just hired some guys to help me in the studio, and we got some virtual guys to help. And so this year I really want to take more of like a managerial role and less of an animator role, where I'm pretty much directing the animations and the artists. Now, if you want to like make your dreams come true, like nobody's gonna believe you or your dream or your story or anything like that until you make it a reality yourself. And so you have to put in the hard work first before people will come on board and help. Waleed Khalid asked how many people you hired for your company. So I have 2 guys physically on location right now. And then, you know, there's still like the whole virtual team that I'm constantly working with online. And the virtual team is like maybe 10 guys or so. This year is going to be huge. Like I know it's kind of slow for anime right now, but this year 2019 is going to be huge for anime. We got One Punch Man season 2. We got My Hero Academia season 4. There's a lot of really good stuff coming out. Potentially Dragon Ball Super 2. We got Promised Neverland. It's going to be a big year for anime for sure. Yeah, Saitama's in this episode. Actually, this episode's going to have like every single character. Or I should say these episodes, because I think I'm going to split it into 2 episodes. So hopefully that'll give a nice boost to my channel, because like I haven't produced much the last like 30 days or so. I feel like I haven't like barely produced any videos because I've just been like grinding on this and working on business things. And so my watch time on my channel has dipped like really low. And so it's like affecting my overall views on anything I produce. So I think by putting out these 2 videos like back to back, it should bring my channel back up. Stupid YouTube algorithm, man. So right now Zarama is fighting Whis, Beerus, Goku, and Saitama. So remember this scene at the end of episode 5? it's gonna continue off from there. So there's some like talking. Whis says and does some things, and then it goes into high-speed combat, which is what I'm working on now. Darkin asked how many minutes the episode are complete. Right now it's about 16 minutes, which is why, and it's only 70% done, which is why I think I'm gonna split this into 2 parts, 2 episodes. Because when it's done, it'll probably be something like 22 minutes, I think. So I'll make it like 2 11-minute episodes. Darren Bro asks, is this gonna be the last episode? No, there's gonna be like 1 or 2 after this. At least the story doesn't end here, but it's at like the final arc pretty much. At the end of this episode, it'll be like at the final arc. I actually had to cut out a lot of anime where I talked about this on another stream. Like, I was gonna have Broly and Bardock come in as both Omni, but I'm actually cutting that whole part out just because I really just want to finish the story. And that doesn't really like, it's another like cool part to the story. I was gonna like resurrect them both pretty much as Omni Super Saiyan, but Anime War is just too time consuming, dude. I don't have like the resources to keep doing this. So I just want to finish the story so people know how it ends. I had been planning to bring back Broly before we even knew that it was Dragon Ball Super Broly that was coming. And when I found out it was Broly's coming in the movie, I was like, well, man, that kind of like doesn't make... It's like, well, for getting him in the movie, like bringing him in the Anime War, like isn't really that exciting. I don't think it would work. I don't think he'd work either. Like the new Broly wouldn't really work with the story I had planned. Like I had planned for the sadistic, crazy Broly to come. And I don't think he'd work with that story, the new one, the new like gentle Broly. So I just cut it out. Man, how Merimo did these lasers like going in and out of these rocks is just crazy. It's gonna be really hard to recreate this. Yeah, I'll stream Smash again, dude. I will. But like I was saying earlier, like I gotta get Anime Award done, man. It's like every minute of time is so valuable. I mean, look how much work this is for 2 seconds of animation, you know? Akumo is the father of all Saiyans. Remember I did that Origin of the Saiyans fan film when like we first got the teaser for Dragon Ball Super Broly, but we didn't know it was Broly yet. We just knew it was a Saiyan. So I did that like 10-minute episode. That's Akumo. So I'm continuing that, but like because people really wanted the part 2 to it, but like I didn't have the resources to work on that and Anime War at the same time. Plus, like, I really don't want to do Dragon Ball, like 2D Dragon Ball animations anymore. So when I stumbled upon Lilo and I was like, holy crap, this guy's amazing. So I reached out to him and he turned out to be a big fan of mine. And I was like, do you want to work together? And he's like, yeah. So we've been working on this video together for like the past 2 weeks pretty much. Actually, I think it's been like 9 days it took him to do it. And it's going to be about a 5-minute video. God, Merimo's shading is just insane, man. I have cosplayed as Saitama, Papa. I think it's still on YouTube. I skydived cosplaying as Saitama. I like passed out, dude, from skydiving. That was the first time I ever went skydiving. Like, we jumped out of the plane, and like, it's such a weird experience. Like, my heart just sank, you know? It's like, because you get that dropping feeling. And I just like, I passed out for like a few seconds. And then like my cheeks were like, it was so funny, man. My cheeks were like blowing back into my face. There was like ripples in my face. Cause like I didn't lift my arms. I was just like, I wasn't thinking properly, you know? It's such a surreal experience the first time you jump out. And like the instructor was like trying to get me to raise my arms and I didn't. So I think that like, it kind of messed me up a little bit. But it was so much fun, man. Oh my God, like, when you finally like get used to the falling feeling for like after like a few seconds, it's just like bliss. And then you know you see like the whole world beneath you and you feel like you're flying. It's really amazing, but it is so scary when you first jump out of the plane, dude. He's like, so like you're sitting in the plane like with your feet on the edge, and he's like 1, 2, and you're scared out of your freaking mind. He's like 1, 2, and then he just jumps out, and you just like kind of like don't even know like what the hell is happening for the first few seconds. Like the first few seconds feel like an eternity. You eventually like your body like understands like what's happening, and you kind of like come to, and it's really fun. So not bad. I just have to get Merimo's look down, but the frames are pretty good. I gotta do the lightning effects and stuff. Got a lot done here, so it'll probably be like another month of this, I feel like, before it comes out. But in other news, Akumo Part 2 will be coming out Friday. So you get one animation then. I'm going to have my story time animation, which I'm really excited about. It's going to be like the first product out of my studio, coming out probably next week. And in the meantime, I got to review Broly, and we'll be doing some other videos as well. So thank you guys, everybody, for stopping by the stream today. Thanks for the support, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one, fellas. Peace.